Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Toni and I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids and it is curriculum week. Ah, I'm so excited. I just finished my first full year of having a YouTube channel. So this is my first time really going through and telling you guys everything that we're gonna be using. I'm really excited. So I hope you guys like this. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you are notified every time one of my videos comes out because I'm gonna have videos every single day this week. If you missed it, I already have my family subjects video out. Today's gonna be my 7th grade curriculum picks, and then I will also have 5th grade curriculum picks, 3rd grade curriculum picks, and kindergarten. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure that you don't miss that. All right, so let's talk about 7th grade curriculum. Okay, so first of all, having a 7th grader, it's like, I don't know, it's very daunting. I wouldn't say I'm not overwhelmed with what we have to do. I'm just overwhelmed with the fact that she's that close to the end of her homeschool career, but we're not gonna talk about that. Okay, let's move on because that makes me sad. All right, so all the stuff that I'm gonna be doing for my 7th grader. Now, if you missed the family subjects video, make sure you go watch that because that is where I talk about, I wanna know what we're using for Bible and history and language, typing, art, stuff like that. That's all on my family subjects video, so make sure you check that out. I'll link that in the description box below in case you missed that. But we're gonna talk about what she's doing individually. So I'm just gonna go through my pile here and share with you what I've got. So first thing that we're gonna be doing for her is reading. We're doing Christian Light Education Reading, Reading 7, and it's called The Road Less Traveled. This is the teacher's guide, and then I also have, this is her book, so they have a reader, and this has all the stories in it that she'll be reading for this year. And they also have light units. So these are like the workbooks. This is gonna be, it's got reading comprehension questions, it's got phonetic rules and different things like that in here. So these are light units, so she gets 5. So the lower levels usually have like 10 light units. This one has 5. So as you see, it's 701 through 705. So I'm really excited about this. I will be doing a flip through of these at some point, but it's just a few different pages that she'll do that has questions. So in each light unit for the reading, they cover vocabulary, they introduce the story, they have understanding the content, examining the narrative, appreciating the language, word study, and a reader theme. All that, this is a lot. And we haven't done an official, they even talk about Latin and Greek and different things like that. This is gonna be a big switch from what we've been doing because this past year, we actually didn't do like an official reading curriculum. We just did, I assigned books and she read and I would have her kind of write about it, but it wasn't an official curriculum and she really wanted this. So this is gonna be a challenge, but a good challenge. So I'm really excited for her. And these lessons are long. They're like 4 pages long or so, and if we need to go half pace because it's a little bit more challenging just to get used to it, we may do that. I may do a couple pages each day or something like that, but I've always loved Christian Light reading. We've just never done a high level like this, so I'm really excited. When I was reading the reviews on this and just the explanation on the Christian Light page, this just sounds so good. So I'm gonna read you what it says on the website because I really liked the way they summarized this. It says that the grade 7, this reading program, it says that it is based on this Road Less Traveled. It's got stories and poems that present students with characters who face decisions that altered their lives in significant ways. This isn't just like fluffy reading, just like, oh, read a story about a family and, it has no point. They're gonna decide or see someone who made a choice, either a right or a wrong choice. And I feel like for this age, that is so important. They're getting to that age where they need to start really making life choices and making, decisions from right and wrong and things like that. So it says they build vocabulary, examine literary elements such as setting, theme, tone, interpret literary techniques such as metaphors, symbols, allusions, irony, foreshadowing, identify story genres, practice types of writing, and identify faulty reasoning. This is not easy stuff. So I hope it's not too much for her, but I'm excited. I think she'll do great. She's always been a strong reader. I think she's gonna do just fine. So the other thing that we're doing with Christian Light Education is math. So they have a placement test. She placed in Math 6. Math is not her strong subject, and that is fine. And and we're just gonna chug along with math. One of my other videos, I talked about math and what we have decided for math, because I don't like math at all. I don't like teaching math, and the higher levels we get, the even more unpleasant, and it makes me want to cry. So what we've decided is we're gonna go with Christian Light, first of all, because I love the way they teach the math. It is each lesson, I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail, but each lesson is taught to the child. They have like a lesson here that teaches them exactly what to do, and then of course I turned to the one page that's not a lesson. So each lesson here has the lesson actually taught to the child. When my kids used this in younger grades, it was really easy for them to understand, and if they got stuck, it was easy for me to just pull this out and read what exactly they were supposed to be learning, and then they start doing practice, and then there's a we remember section, and all that is review of stuff that they have learned in other books. And anyway, so we're gonna do this because it's very straightforward. It's a really good solid math program. If they get stumped, we're gonna put it aside, and Daddy's gonna tutor them when he gets home. He's gonna help them, teach them whatever he needs to do. He is good at math. Obviously he's the dad, so he's usually not here during the day. And I just have my limits on math, and that's something that I'm not strong in. And he has agreed to just, if he needs to, when he gets home, if he needs to help somebody with math, that's what he's gonna do. So we're gonna stop. That is gonna be the rule in our family this year. If before we get to the tiers, we're gonna put math aside, and Daddy will help when he gets home. All the other subjects I can help him work through, but math is just not fun. I also got these math reference sheets with Christian Light. They're just nice little reference sheets that help them remember stuff, that it's easy for them to flip back through, and if they forgot how to do something or whatever it is, these are just nice to keep handy. So I got those to go with math also. Okay, so two things that are not in yet. I'm really bummed that they're not here yet, but I needed to go ahead. We're gonna get started soon, and I needed to go ahead and get this video out. So we will be using The Good and the Beautiful for language and for handwriting. So language is one of those. I love The Good and the Beautiful. It's a very strong program. It's actually, I think it's up there with Christian Light, because I really liked Christian Light. I liked that The Good and the Beautiful has they have color. It's a color program. It's like a color curriculum, so it's more fun for the kids. That was kind of the main reason why I switched, just to kind of give them some variety. And I love that there's art appreciation in there, and I don't know, it's kind of a mixture of different stuff. I really like it. So she's gonna be doing The Good and the Beautiful level 6, because she did level 5 last year. Their curriculum is pretty advanced, so they typically the average child is gonna place in the level below what their grade is. So that's why she's doing level 6 for language, and I'm really excited to get that in when it comes. And then I'm also doing, they do have reading in there, so she will get a reader with that, but I felt like it wasn't really enough, so that's why we're adding reading to this. So hopefully it won't be too much to be having both of those, so we'll just see what it's like. She's gonna be doing level 7 for handwriting. Their handwriting is really good. It's straightforward. She tends to write teeny tiny, and so I do want her to keep doing handwriting, because she also can get kind of sloppy. She has good handwriting, but she gets lazy and doesn't close her letters sometimes and stuff. So anyway, even though she's in 7th grade, I'm gonna have her do one more year of handwriting. One other thing that I'm adding, that The Good and the Beautiful has spelling in their language, but it's like a dictation spelling. My kids didn't really love that, and my two older really wanted just a traditional spelling book. So I got her Evan Moore's Spelling 6. Now, the reason I got Spelling 6 is not because she's not good at spelling. It's because, first of all, we've never used this program, so I don't think it's that big of a deal what she uses. And I got this for $1.50 at our thrift store. I just hit the jackpot this year with the thrift store. There were, not like a ton of stuff, but there was a handful of different curriculum pieces that I was going to order. I had in my head, I'm gonna order this online, tomorrow. And then I walked in the store and they had the exact same one. I looked at these words, and she doesn't know how to spell all these words. So I think this will still be a good practice for her and a good intro, since we haven't used this before, and it was $1.50. So it saved me a lot of money. So these aren't expensive anyway, but it saved me money. So that's why we're doing Spelling 6. And I'm really excited about this. I've heard of Evan Moore, and I think it's just very straightforward, just a spelling list, and then you practice different things, and then you take a test. So that's what we're doing for spelling this year. And the last thing that she is going to be doing is Apologia General Science. This is exploring creation with general science. I loved the looks of this. I love the whole idea behind this. This will be her first time doing science completely by herself in the last few years. Before, when we did Heart of Dakota, she did science by herself, but it was more of the living books approach. This will be her first time having a science textbook all by herself, and I think this will be a big challenge, but I think it's going to be good. I'm doing something different with all my other 3 kids, but I'm gonna have her do her own. You may remember in one of my, I think it was how to find cheap curriculum. I'll link that video below. But I did find this curriculum, which was exactly what I wanted to get her. I found it at the thrift store, and I was so excited. So I bought it because I wasn't sure if it was too old of a version of the curriculum, but I went ahead and bought it just so I could flip through it and see it in person. It looked really good. But the copyright date was 2000. And I was like, man, it was perfectly fine. I had the test books with it, and it probably would have been okay, but it's 21 years old. So my husband was like, science probably hasn't changed that much. So I was kind of tempted to use it just to save a whole lot of money, because this is not cheap. But I was also like, I don't know if they've probably revised it enough that. And I actually emailed Jay Weil, which is the guy that wrote the original. I don't know if he's the one that wrote this one. I don't know how that works. I mean, I think he wrote this, but maybe they've updated it. I don't really know. But he actually told me that you probably should get the newer one, because they've made quite a few changes. So anyway, this was a lot more expensive, but it's supposed to be really good. So this looks good. I'll give you guys a flip through at some point with this. So this is the textbook. And then I did order her the student notebook, and I'm just gonna make sure she uses it. I talked about this in the family subjects video, that I did use the student notebook one other time with something that we used with Apologia, and it was just too much for the age my kids were, so it was kind of a waste of money. But this looks really good, and I think it'll be helpful to keep her in line with what she needs to be doing, because she's going to be doing it on her own. So I got that also, and then this is just the test and like the solutions and test book here for the science. So this will be her first time really even doing science tests, because she has never done that before. So this could end up being a very challenging year for her, but it'll be good. So that is what my 7th grader will be using this year. I'm really excited for this challenge and this big jump for us. This is a lot. Like, I don't have a little baby anymore. She's like a big kid. It makes me sad. But I'm excited. It's gonna be a good year. A lot of changes in our homeschool, but it's all gonna be good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more homeschooling stuff. And also, I'll be sharing the rest of our curriculum picks for my 5th grade, my 3rd grade, and my kindergartner the rest of the week. So make sure you click that little bell so you're notified when that comes out. Okay guys, well thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.